This is John Paul Rai coming from Tokyo, Japan. Some people call me. Today, gonna go over a little story, and the thing is, it appears already that Dark Fate might have its sequels, well, its potential sequels, cancelled. But not only that, some other sequels that would have been potentially something are also going to be cancelled. Quick shout out to John Matrix. He's been covering this stuff extensively, and I'm also going to take a look at one other channel who's covering it, and this guy's got over 100k subs. I'm going to take a look at a clip that he has on it, and it appears that James Cameron isn't the only one who owns a piece of Terminator. So let's take a look at that. The premise of his video here, 3C Films, is that a list of remakes, sequels, and reboots that were just cancelled thanks to the newly discovered law, many upcoming reboots of popular 80s movies are now reverting back to the original writers, which seems pretty good to me. Friday the 13th reboot, Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, and even sequels for Dark Fate are in question. Find out why. So I'm just going to only go through the clip that he talks about of Dark Fate, and I'll link this below.
Hey guys, my name is Chris, and today I'm going to run you down a bunch of movies that were in development. Most of these were remakes or sequels of popular 80s franchises that now, thanks to a new law, are no longer going to be able to get made.
So like he said there, a new law will prevent these reboots from being made. I don't have details on that, and I don't want to go too deep into that until I have like a source, an article, something like that. But of course, I found it interesting about the Dark Fate part. So let's see what he has to say about the Terminator franchise and James Cameron. And apparently this woman who also has a piece of Terminator.
Dark Fate, which will be the 6th Terminator film, which is also a reboot of the franchise, being a direct sequel to Terminator 2, ignoring all the past films. I'm very excited to see it. I'm looking forward to it. Big Terminator fan. It looks now that they're in jeopardy of not being able to make any sequels if this movie is a success. James Cameron right now is the owner of the franchise, but when the movie first came out, he wasn't the only one responsible for it. A female screenwriter by the name of Gail Ann Hurd actually helped James Cameron out with the screenplay and is now requesting her 50-50 ownership. What this basically means is even if Terminator Dark Fate is the best Terminator movie we've ever gotten and makes $1 billion at the box office, one person can now go ahead and request to stop the sequelization of any more movies until she gets her fair share, as she is an original creator. If the Terminator Dark Fate movies are a success, they will have to struck up a new deal with Gail Ann Hurd and James Cameron so that they continue on with the franchise. That is, if she doesn't have her own say on what she would like to change. Because they have already said that they plan a new trilogy if this franchise goes well. And that means splitting the money up more ways, and the studio is just making less and less from Terminator. They don't have a big incentive to keep the franchise going.
Alright, so this video was made a little bit before the Dark Fate movie came out, and he kept saying like, if it's a success. Well, we know it's one of the biggest failures for a huge motion picture so far. Hey, it's not even through its full run in the theaters, but it looks like already it is bombing badly. It looks like it's going to lose somewhere around, I don't know, 200 million or 185 million, somewhere way above 100 million. So also, if this woman has a piece of it and now they need her permission, and it's going to be complicated to make Terminators moving forward, and Arnold's realistically, I mean, probably not going to be in it anymore. They killed off John Connor. It's looking like by default, and by this new law that's coming out, which I wish I had more details on, but it seems like they're going to start reverting to writers that originally made the movies to make the reboots, or keep the movies in the light of the writer's original idea or something like that. You know, looks like it's not going to be possible to make a, I was going to say reboot, but sequel to Dark Fate, which is looking like it's what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up Danny for the sequel. So yeah, looks like probably can't happen. Looks like this thing got killed right after it got out of the gate. We've been through why here. You know, obviously it just doesn't seem like they were in the spirit of the original Terminator when they made this, or the franchise, or the story they were moving towards. Somebody mentioned to me here, it would just be better in the sense that John wins, the war, the machine war happens, just keep it the way it was intended. Trying something new usually gets you, I don't know, in trouble in the box office, like 150 million down. Anyway, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. You tell me what you think of this down below, and also I'm going to link that channel. I'm covering someone else's video, but I found it very interesting, and yeah, that's it. See you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.